Alright folks, welcome back. So, it's Thursday afternoon. I'm just working on the John Deere trailed mower. It's a 530, I think the model is. And I'm currently just changing the blades. So, pretty straightforward. But yeah, so it's been a pretty wet week so far, to be honest. It's been tipping it down with rain this morning. We've had about 36 mil so far this week, so but I don't want to complain because it's good for the fields, good for the crops. Luckily the ground was really dry beforehand, so the ground has just soaked it straight up, and yeah, the crops are growing really well. Yeah, you're going to spin around now. Yeah, so let me spin that round. So I've still got to grease this mower, check the oil level on the bed, check the gearbox levels, check the belts. So there's still a few things to do. This morning I got both of the bale trailers around the workshop and checked them over, greased them up. The Richard Western needs a couple of new tyres because they're starting to perish. It's got the mini super singles on there. But yeah, nothing too bad, just a bit of a grease up and a check over. All the lights are good, so the green one, that's all fine, no problems with that. So yeah, I was hoping to go fertilising today, but been peeing it down with rain all morning. I think we've had about 10 or 12 mil just today. So yeah, it's been chucking it down. It's not very warm either. It's quite chilly, but it's not so bad when you kind of want the rain, is it? When you know it's doing good, so it's not quite so bad then. So hopefully that's the last of the rain now, and it stays dry. I know tomorrow's definitely dry, so we might be able to get that nitrogen on the grazing grass, so that'd be good. It's a spaniel's tail getting in the way. Yeah, we'll get that nitrogen on the grass tomorrow, but we'll leave the magnesium to go on the spring crops until next week when it's a bit dry, when the ground's a bit drier, because we don't really want to be making a mess out on the fresh seed beds. What are you doing, buddy? He's always mooching around looking for something. Hey boy. Just about managed to keep him in the dry today. I'll take you out for a walk in a bit. So a quick update on the Defender. Euro Car Parts sent me the right radiator now. So that's fitted. Well, radiator / oil cooler. So that's in. So I have ordered some of these dowel rings to go in there and there, but they're going to be a few days until they get here. If Land Rover was open, I would just quickly pop up there and get some, but they're not, so I've had to mail order them from another Land Rover parts place. The other thing that I've finished is this toolbox carrier. I'll give you a quick look round. Very simple. Toolbox just hangs on the A-frame and angle iron. So yeah, looking forward to getting that on the front of the tractor. I think it will look really good, and it will be very useful as well to be able to carry tools. I'll even be able to carry a chainsaw if I need to when I'm hedge cutting. So, right, quickly check the engine oil level. Give it a dip. That's good. Just below the top mark. All right, come on, Eric. Come on, buddy. We've got to go do some tractor driving. Come on. What? What's wrong? Come on. It's Field Work Friday. You gotta go do some work, mate. Okay, so today we are going to be fertilising some grass. We've got lots of little fields to fertilise. Yeah, we might see some cows today, or we will see some cows today, because most of the fields what we've got to put some fertiliser on have got cows in them. So we're going to pick up the little weight today. I think it's 900 kilo, this John Deere weight. Bingo. We're only going to be putting like 3 ton of fertiliser in the hopper, so we don't need the 1.5 ton. So this fertiliser, what I'm going to put in the hopper, it is, what was it, 27% nitrogen I think, and 12% sulphur. So that's 2.4 tonne what I've got on the loader right now. I'll go and get another one in a minute just to make it up to 3 tonne. We'll do 3 tonne at a time. I can just about fit 3.6 tonne in there, but I don't want to. I'll see how it goes. If it's travelling okay, we'll start putting 3.6 tonne in. Muddy boots, Eric. Scrape it off. Muddy boots. I thought I'd better get out and shut the gate behind me, otherwise that lot will be out on the road, so, and I will not be popular. I think I might put a bit of 4-wheel drive in. It's yeah, there's a little bit of mud about actually. I'm quite surprised. Mind you, we did finish up the month of April with what would it be, 50, so we had 36 mil this week and 21 mil a couple of weeks ago, so what's that, 57 mil, so yeah, that's not bad. That's sort of average for, it'd be sort of an average, nice amount of rain really for April. Right. Okay, so we're getting on with it. There's actually quite a few docks out here that need spraying, but I obviously have to wait for the cows to be not in this field before we can spray it for docks. So yeah, I'm spreading 150 kilos per hectare. It's travelling really well actually, considering how wet it was in the gateway, but you can't even see where I've driven out here. It's dry, so that's good. Don't really want to make a mess. Cows look like they're having a nice time in the sunshine. They're spring calvers, they are. Yeah, so we ended up with, I think I've already told you about the rain, haven't I? We ended up with 36 mil this week. So yeah, they're probably glad to see the sunshine again. But so if you're wondering why I've got you're probably wondering why I've got a 2630 screen in here. Basically, next week I've got to spread some Kieserite, which is magnesium. Well, you saw me unload it this week, didn't you, off the lorry? I'm going to spread that next week on the spring crops, but it's going to be variable rate. So basically we got maps what have been sent to us by a company called Soil. They come out every few years, it might be every 5 years actually I think, and do soil tests, and then they draw up maps and send them out to us and saying what fields need what nutrients in different places in the fields. Hopefully this cow's going to move out of the way. We'll have to slow up. Poor little calves are wondering what's going on. I'll turn it off that side, not to spray the calves. Come on, beep beep. I'll turn that side off. I'll do it on the way back, that side. They're looking well. So yeah, I'll fill that bit in on the way back past. So yeah, as I was saying, we've got to do variable rate kieserite, which is magnesium, and this screen, basically the GPS screen needs to be able to talk to the fertilizer box, but this 4Gen screen hasn't got a cable to do that. But our old 2630 screen, which is off the combine, has got this cable coming out the back of it that will plug into this control box, and then we'll be able to run the variable rate maps, field maps then, and it will tell, the GPS will basically tell the fertilizer control box what rate to be putting on in different parts of the field. But I'll show you next week when I'm doing it. So that's why I've got the 2630 screen in here. Basically we get the maps on a USB stick and you just plug it into this screen and upload them onto the screen. So yeah, it's fairly straightforward. Almost done out here now. We have got, how many hectares have we got to do today? 48 hectares, so not a massive amount. Nice little job for a Friday. Come on mate, you're gonna have to move. Go on. I think he fancied his chances. He's a big old boy, isn't he? So I had a question on my last fertilising video. Somebody was asking why I don't have to calibrate the fert spinner. Basically, it calibrates itself. It's all automatic. So it has, you can't see it, but weigh cells. So basically scales, so that it can weigh how much fertilizer is in the hopper, and then it knows what speed we're doing and what, you know, how far we've travelled. So it knows, it can measure how quickly that weight is going down by the area we're covering, and then it's automatically adjusting itself to say, you know, to put 100 kilos per hectare. So yeah, it's all very clever, and it all works really well. Never had any problems with it at all. It's really good. This has actually been a really good spinner. Yeah, it has been really good. Very reliable. I'll probably just jinx it now, but we'll see. So yeah, it's the only adjustment I do have is on the vanes on the discs. If I just show you, I can adjust the angle of the vanes, which will change the pattern of the fertilizer depending on what product I'm applying. So these ones are spring autumn carvers, I think. The calves are pretty big, so I'm guessing they're autumn carvers. Looking very nice and happy out there in the sunshine. Do you want to hear my knowledge of cows? My in-depth knowledge? That's the head, and that's the arse, and they have 4 legs, and that's about it. For some reason I've just never had any interest in cows. I've always just been about engines and wheels and shiny tractors. Wipe your boots. Nearly finished. Just got 2 more fields to do. It's pretty windy out. You wouldn't want to be spreading with anything more than like 24 or 30 metres today. It's plenty windy enough. Okay, so last field. It's only like 5, well, maybe best part of 6 hectares. And yeah, so the sheep were out here early spring for a few weeks, but now the sheep are in the top half because there's loads of grass up there for them. So we're probably gonna let this one grow for hay. So that's the plan for this. We're gonna whack a bit of fertilizer on it, and hopefully it'll keep on growing for hay this summer. Okay, so fertilising finished. Turn that off. Next job is to go and give the spreader and the tractor a quick wash off. The spreader's covered in fertiliser, the tractor's covered in mud and cow turd, so it'd be nice to give it a wash. And yeah, and that'll be pretty much it. It's 10 to 4. Yeah, that'll be it for today, I expect. That is the end of this week's videos. Where's that bloody dog gone? There he is, I can see him in the mirror. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. I've got the weekend off, so yeah, no more videos this week. Yeah, thanks very much for watching. Any questions or comments, stick them in the box below. I'm going to try not to reverse into the combine. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Thanks very much, and bye for now.